Hey, it's your girl, All Things with a K, back with another live for the week. I think this is my second live for the week. I don't think I did more than two. So, anyway, I'm just here because I have a little bit of time, a little bit of daylight left. Sun's supposed to go down at 7:30 something today. It is 6:47. I will stay out a little bit after sunset because it doesn't technically get dark until an hour after sunset. Hey, whoever's in the room, thank you for being here. But yeah, I just came to talk to y'all since I have a little bit of time. This is about my baskets. So I have done pretty well today. Pretty well. Um, one lady came and bought, and I normally don't do like you know, daily updates and stuff. So I'm still not going to, but I just wanted to speak on today since I needed to do another live, and I was like, I'm just sitting here. So, and I know sometimes y'all want to hear some things like that, but this is kind of like a praise report because I was trying not to get discouraged, and I knew that the sales were, going to come. I just didn't know what exactly that was going to look like. And so I didn't do as many designing baskets for Easter as I did for some of my other holidays. I started Father's Day. This Father's Day will be 3 years since I've been selling on the streets and like making multiple gifts and things like that. And I started with 25, I think, for Father's Day that year. And then I did 50 after that for different holidays. And then, like, for Christmas, I made, like, a whole lot of gifts. Like, a lot. Like, hundreds. So, I didn't want to do that for Easter. This was my first Easter on the streets. And, I just was like, I'm not going to make that many. So, I made 50 or so, a little bit more than 50. But then I also put out some of the other gifts that I had left over from Christmas, left over from Hey Savannah, left over from Christmas, left over from Mother's Day past, left over from Valentine's Day. So that's what I put out. And the first day, I'm trying to think when I started. I can't remember when my first day was, but I've been out. And as I go along, I'll put out more tables with more gifts. So today I've sold so many from yesterday that I had everything out today. Thank you, Savannah. I had everything out today that I wanted out on 2 tables. So yeah, and then I still have some gifts left, but I've been doing really well today. I've been doing pretty good with the sales. So one lady came 2 days ago, I think, and bought a gift for her son. And then she was like, I'll come back and get some more gifts. But then she didn't. And then she brought her mom with her today, and they bought 8 gifts. And I have this thing, it's a card that I have, and it's like buy 5 and you'll get a smaller one free. So because they bought 8 all at one time, she got a free gift. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I did those Zach Cup gifts for Christmas for kids, and she picked one of those as her free item. It was a $15 gift. Hey Jonah. And then after she got that free, then she bought another one. So they bought quite a few gifts. That's the most gifts I've ever sold to one group of people at a time. So that was exciting. And the other day, I put it in my post, but I'll say it again. One guy came, I think it was yesterday, and he said that he doesn't have any kids, and he has been seeing me out here doing my gifts. Yeah, gifts are nice. He's seen me out here doing my gifts, and he wanted to bless me. So he just gave me a little monetary donation, which I appreciated. And today I kind of paid that forward because a mama came today and she didn't have a whole lot of money to spend on a gift, but she wanted to get her baby a gift. So she paid a little bit for her gift, but I gave her a gift bigger than what her money could buy. But then when I thought about it, God reminded me that God had given me the reminder that God had paid it forward already yesterday. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I was a blessing to her, but I didn't really miss out on the full price of the gift that I gave her because the man had given me the money for it yesterday. And I was like, wow. So I was appreciative of that. I love that. Let's see what you're saying. Hey, Ray Miller. First time here, and I'm already enjoying the vibe, the view and vibe. Greetings and all love, Atlanta, Georgia. So, Chat Squad, and happy Easter. Thank you so much for being here, Ray. I appreciate you. But yeah, so it's kind of quiet, kind of chill right now. Like I said, about another 30 something minutes before sunset officially, but it stays light a little bit longer. So I'll be able to be out here for another maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll see. But yeah, it slowed down a little bit. That's why I was able to get on now and chat with y'all so I can do my second live for the week. And if you're new here, I thank you for being here. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. But I do try to do 2 lives once a week. Once a week. 2 lives every week. So sometimes I might get in extras, but I try to hit my 2 for sure. So I do shopping hauls. I design gifts and gift baskets for all major holidays and special orders in between. I'm into gardening. I'm a doula. But I don't do a whole lot of talking about my doula work on this channel because I have another channel just for that. And that channel for my doula work is Doula with a K. So if you're interested, then go check out DOULAWITHAK. And that's the channel that I do my doula work, or I talk about my doula work on. I also do event planning and things on this channel. So, and making smoothies and like different stuff. So if you're interested, then I appreciate the follow. We are the subscribe. We are, let's see, last time I checked, like 3 subscribers away from 777, and at that number I plan on doing a giveaway. So go ahead and subscribe and send your people this way or whatever so we can get to that giveaway. So they have to be a subscriber in order to win the giveaway, and it has to be somebody that I see, communicating and participating and watching and commenting and liking and all that stuff. So I know who my faithful people are, so it'll definitely be somebody I'm familiar with, that I see in my chats and on my content and things. So yeah, what do y'all have going on? Hey Rolita, how are you? What do y'all have going on? I was just doing an update, Rolita, on what's going on with the things. Things have kind of calmed down for today, but they were kind of doing a lot today. I will be out again tomorrow. Y'all heard that horn blow? That's one of my clients that stops a lot to buy gifts. So they were blowing the horn. A lot of them, when they drive by, they'll blow the horn or whatever. So I know it's them. But yeah, I've been having more people for Christmas Christmas, Valentine's Day, and now for Easter who have been like first time stoppers. So they'll be like, I've seen you out here for all these holidays and stuff, and I finally stopped and whatever. So that also makes me feel good because I'm like, well, they're definitely seeing me out here, and being consistent is paying off. So yeah, and I have like two two orders for some gifts too, from people stopping and being like, do you make gifts for other occasions? And I'm like, yep. So I've gotten two orders so far, along with, of course, people just buying gifts that are already out here. And people who are already excited about Mother's Day. Thank you, Rolita. People who are already excited about Mother's Day and seeing what I'm gonna have for that and everything. So I'm excited. And I have kind of a good jump start on Mother's Day too, because of the Christmas stuff. So I don't have to make a lot of anything. I think I'm gonna make 20 to 30 Mother's Day gifts, and I don't have to make anything small, no grab and goes, nothing like that. They're all gonna be just to fill in my sizes that I'll be making. So I do want to make some like bigger priced items for Mother's Day. So I'll be making some of those, and then some prices under that. But I don't need a whole lot of small gifts. I don't need a whole lot of medium-sized gifts. So I'll be making probably more bigger gifts, and maybe a couple of the cosmetic bags that we got, people were getting around Valentine's Day. I haven't used any of those yet, so I haven't made any Mother's Day yet. I plan on starting. I didn't make any purposefully, but I do have some that I made in anticipation, for Mother's Day. So stuff left over from Christmas, stuff left over from Mother's Day last year, some stuff left over from Valentine's Day that were, not super holiday specific. So I'm able to move that stuff over. So that gave me numbers, along with all of the grab and go smaller things that I made for Christmas that I have left over, and all those things. So yeah, it's really been helpful, because I was like, this is my first Easter, and Mother's Day is right after Easter. I'm like, how am I going to do this? But because of how I prepared for Christmas and stuff, it kind of helped me to be prepared more than I thought for these other holidays. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that it happened that way. I don't know how I might do it a little bit differently next time. Maybe not so many, but we'll see. Hey, Crystal Unique. So we'll see what I do moving forward. But I'm happy that I am more prepared than I could be moving into these two holidays back to back like this. So I can take a small break between Easter and Mother's Day. Not a lot, maybe like a day or two, but then I have to move into doing Mother's Day. And also, I don't want to over make things, so that's why I'm so prepared for Mother's Day, but I am excited to design. So I'm just like, I'm kind of in that space where it's like I'm gonna have to keep myself contained so I don't do too much. Because I'm like, there were so many ideas I had in my head for stuff I wanted to use. I wanted to use those cosmetic bags. I wanted to use, okay, Rolita, thank you. I hope you did well today. I wanted to use those pop shelf sets, lotion, body wash, body scrub, whatever, and some other stuff that I had that I was like, this is going to be for Mother's Day and blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to be able to do as much of this stuff as I thought I was going to. So we'll see what I do. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about. I'm kind of just sitting here, so I might be on for another few minutes to see if anybody else pops on that wants to talk, or yeah, I don't know. And my setup today, I don't have any tablecloths on the table or anything. I just have two tables, and that's what I'm down to with my gifts. And this whole table that I'm sitting, I kind of put out like the super Easter stuff, because I wanted to go first. Hey, it's Marie. And then I have some not so Eastery stuff on that table for people who are not looking for kid gifts, right? And then I have a wagon that has some kid gifts in it, but they don't necessarily have to be gone by Easter because they can go for other holidays and stuff. So I'm kind of like pushing the stuff on this table that's left because I want them to get that first. And then, of course, if I need to fill in spaces, then I'll grab the stuff out the wagon to put up here. So I feel good. I feel good. I'm happy. I am constantly being shown by God that I'm doing the right thing. Like, even when I'm like, I don't know, something that happened and I'll be like, oh, okay, like I said, a lady today bought 8 gifts, her and her daughter, and her daughter bought one the other day, and she actually came back and brought her mama, and then the man yesterday gave me the little monetary donation, and I was like, here you go, I don't have any kids, but I want to bless you. And then today I had a mom that didn't have a lot of money, and because of the donation that the man gave me yesterday, I blessed her with a gift. She paid some money, but not enough for the gift that she got. But I was just like, it's okay. And then when I sat down and thought about it after she left, I was like, oh yeah, that man yesterday blessed me with a donation. And I said I was going to pay it forward for somebody, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. And I was like, well, there it was. Like, and it was still some money left over from what he gave me so that I can, like bless somebody else too. So I was just like, okay, God, I see you. So yeah, I'm thankful. And every time I got a sale, I just was like, thank you, God, So I think I'll be out here for another hour, maybe hour and a half, depending on what the sun is looking like. Well, the sun is almost gone, but depending on what the light out here is looking like. How have things been going for you, S. Marie and Crystal, if you're still in here? But I was just telling them that I don't normally do like the daily update on what's happening and all the things, but I did need to do another live for this week. So I was like, well, I'm sitting here, it's kind of calmed down at this point. So I'll go ahead and get on and talk to the people and see what everybody got going on. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I had quite a few people who brought their kids yesterday and today and let them get out and pick stuff. It was so funny because they were just like all over the place and they wanted everything. It was so funny. But I do get a lot from clients who are always like, okay, well, you have so many options. And I'm like, is that bad? They're like, no, it's good that I have options. And then some of the people who couldn't decide about multiple things, so I was happy about that. And they're like, we can tell that you put so much love and time and effort into your gifts. It shows. I was like, thank you. And this one lady, the lady that bought 8 things, she was just like, yeah, and your prices are great. She was like, because I already know I can go in Walmart and I've seen their baskets, and for $15-$20 you don't get much of anything. So she was like, I appreciate, I can tell that, your price. She was like, I appreciate your prices and everything. Leftover storage and dropping off the U-Haul. Okay, thank you for watching, S. Marie. I hope you did well. I'm pretty sure you did because your stuff is awesome. But yeah, it just made me feel good for her to say that. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, because I try to be fair, but I also want to be fair to myself. I want to be fair to y'all. I want to be fair to myself. And she was like, oh yeah, definitely. So she said now that she knows I'm out here, she'll be coming back for all the holidays and she'll be possibly placing orders in between time too. So okay, thank you, S. Marie. So yeah, I am a tired person, which I'm sure most of us basket makers are. Thank you, S. Marie. You too. But yeah, I don't have to do a whole well, I have a couple orders that I have to do before I start Mother's Day. But like I was saying before, I don't have to do a whole crazy amount of Mother's Day stuff. I'm pretty ahead on Mother's Day, which is, I'm thankful for that. So I might do 20 to 30 Mother's Day gifts, and that might be it. To just add to what I already have, I'll go back and do another, because I did a rough count what I had, and I was like, okay, I can do maybe 20 or 30 more. So I'll do another count after Easter just to see what I'm gonna do. But yeah. I think that's it though. I think that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else really. Except for like the people that have been coming have been so, yeah. It's been awesome seeing people who are coming by who are like, we've been seeing you out here. So being consistent, y'all, is very important. They're like, we've been seeing you out here. Some people are new to the neighborhood, so they have never seen me, so now they know I'm here. But the people who have been like, we've been seeing you out here and we finally decided to stop, kind of a thing, I'm like, yay. Or the people who stop and are like, this is pretty cool. Like one older guy was like excited, like he has never seen like a gift basket before. It was so funny. He was like, this is really smart. This is a smart idea. I was like, okay, gift baskets are a thing, but he seemed like he wasn't familiar with it. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I did sell that big wagon with the Sesame Street stuff that I made on live. I put together on live. So that got sold yesterday to a precious little 1-year-old. His mommy was really excited about that gift. When she stopped by to like see what was going on, she was in the car and she was like telling me how old he was and all the stuff, and I was like, does he like Sesame Street? And you saw the little baby's head turn, like he was looking like Sesame Street. I was like, oh, you have a Sesame Street lover. So I was like, I have a perfect gift for him. And so she went and dropped him off and then came back later and got that Sesame Street wagon. I was really excited about that. I did not make both of the Sesame Street wagons. Yeah, and I think I'll leave it because I have it listed on eBay and Etsy. So I might just leave it and not make it. Yeah, I think I might leave it and not make it, and then like if somebody orders it on there, then I'll put it together. But there's lots of other gifts still left that are in like really Eastery containers, and I kind of want that stuff to go for sure. And so yeah, because I didn't make the Sesame Street gift super Eastery, so it could go for any other holiday. But I do want the really Eastery buckets to be gone, so I don't think I'm gonna make anything else, just so that these last few ones that are super Eastery can go, and then the ones that are back here in the I've been calling it the overflow. It's like our little wagon, but yeah, I'll just sell that stuff. And it's supposed to rain at some point tomorrow, so I'm gonna check the weather to see what time I'm gonna come out. So I might come early, really early, like I don't know, 8 or 9, maybe 9, depending on the weather, and come out and stay as long as I can. And then we're supposed to take the kids to my in-laws so they can have an Easter egg hunt at their house, but that's like in the afternoon, so my day will be cut off some, so I won't get to be outside all day tomorrow. But then it just hit me, maybe I can bring a table and some gifts depending on what I have left before we go to their house. Maybe I can bring a table and some gifts to their house and like sit up outside their house. I didn't think about that till just now, so I might do that. We'll see what my husband thinks about me setting up at their house. But yeah, I don't have any much more to say. Hey y'all, hey everybody in here. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for listening to me. If you missed anything, then you can go back and watch the replay. And if you are watching the replay, please hashtag replay so that I'll know who was in here watching. Anybody in here wanna say something? Anybody in here who is a gift basket maker also, other than the ones I've already talked to? Are y'all out and about? If you are, how's everything going? I hope that sales are going well. Things have been pretty super consistent. Today I had a good like rush hour type, and it wasn't an hour, but like a time where there was just like constant. But right now it's kind of slowed up some, so we'll see what happens. But I will be coming back out tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, but all the other days this week it was supposed to rain some too, and it never did. So hopefully tomorrow will remain that way, and then if it wants to rain later in the week, it can do that and catch up on the rain. I don't mind. But I have been doing a little bit of gardening too, not throwing out some seeds, but like planting some seeds, doing some weeding and different things on the days that I have been out here when things have been a little bit slow. So I've been getting more done than just selling gifts. I've been doing some of my other stuff. So once I start getting some, maybe I'll show like where I planted and what it looks like now, and then like keep y'all updated on how the progress with the growth is or whatever. Maybe I'll do that if y'all are interested in that. Then I can do that too, because I do have an album on here on YouTube that's dedicated just for like, I think it's called My Thumb is Green. So it's dedicated just to like the plants and gardening and stuff. So if you haven't seen any of that stuff, then you can go check some of that stuff out too. But yeah. Oh, and I have set the date for the meet and greet for YouTube. I posted about it, so go check some posts back, maybe 3 or 4 posts ago, and I kind of set the date for next Saturday in the late afternoon or evening, something like that. But the time is listed and the date is listed on the post. If you're interested in joining the meet and greet, then if you've never been before, then send me an email. The email is listed on that post, and let me know who you are on YouTube and that you're interested in the meet and greet Zoom link. And if you have come to one before, then I'll just send everybody the link every single time. If you've ever come, I always just send the link to the next one. So yeah, that'll be the meet and greet for April. But I think that's about it. If there's nobody else in here with anything to say or anything, then I am going to get off of here. Like I said, I'll be out here for another hour and 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And then I'll be heading back in the house. And I might set up at my in-laws' house tomorrow afternoon, depending on what I have left from the morning, early afternoon sales at my house. So if I have anything left, hopefully I won't, then maybe I'll take some stuff with me there and sell it. We'll see. But that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. And like I said, if you are watching the replay, hashtag replay so I'll know who was watching. Y'all have a good day. See y'all later. And if I don't talk to y'all tomorrow, then happy Easter. He is risen. Bye. Don't overexert yourselves. Don't overexert your pockets. I almost forgot. Love y'all. Bye.